Welcome in today. My name is Leonardo da Vinci. We are going to do my famous Mona Lisa.
Oh, that was my pretty good impression of my main man, Leonardo da Vinci. I love this little toy. We are going to do his Mona Lisa today, so I'm super excited. So he is going to sit right over here. I got my 2 sheets of paper. He is going to hang out and give me inspiration and do a little Mona Lisa.
How to draw
so
Mona
I'm going to start
Lisa.
doing a
Easy.
step-by-step Mona Lisa. This is one of my favorite pictures, probably the most famous picture in the universe. Stop right here. I got a quick little trick for you guys. If you stop and pause the video, don't pause it before I'm done talking.
Look at it.
Pause it here.
Mona
She will
Lisa.
follow you wherever you go. So whatever you're watching this on, stop it and then go somewhere different in the room, and then somewhere else, and then somewhere else, and she will always be staring at you. It's so creepy, but also kind of cool. So let's get started on this. What I am going to do, the head shape, and do just about to kind of her torso. So about a portrait size. Usually our portraits only go from about the shoulders up, but this one's going to go a little bit lower than that. A slope going down, so that will be her chin, and then it goes over a little bit and up. And then kind of her forehead will have a line.
Like a backwards
Kind of
J.
like a backwards J.
Like my
Eyes, I'm
name
going to start
starts
with
with J.
kind of the top part. So a little eyelid part on each one. I'm going to try to, as best as I can, get her to look right at you guys.
Look at the
I'm going
eyes.
to do a circle on this side. I guess a little bit to the right
Inside.
of the eyelid part, and then this
You
one's
can
going to
be
go right
inside.
in that middle. I'm not kind of coloring those all the way. I'm leaving a little bit of white space in there. The nose part will be the next. Kind of go down and then over. You're going to add a little bump to kind of the curvy part
That's the
of the
nose.
side there. And this will all be going over in Sharpie, so you'll see it a little bit better on there. I like that. And then her little smirk she has. It's not quite a smile, but I would say a smirk. It will go down a little bit
This is the mouth.
and then up a little bit just at the end. So she kind of looks like she's thinking about something, but not really sure if she wants to smile. On top of her eyelid over here, I'm going to do another part. Not quite the eyebrow, because she doesn't really have eyebrows, but almost just like an outline of the eyebrow. In there.
This is the
So it kind of goes
eyebrow.
up and then down. This one the same thing. Almost kind of pretend as if the nose would follow up here, and then go up, and then back down. There's the head, looking pretty nice on there. Okay, and then I'm going to do this part for the middle of her hair. Kind of has one
And the
line
hair.
going, I guess a little bit diagonal or a little bit sideways on there. And then this part will kind of follow over. And this part goes really, really big out here. So you can kind of have almost like a wavy kind of line. And that can go down to the bottom. This one also can follow that down.
Does
and
not
add
have
a
to
little
be
wave to it.
perfect. Okay.
There you go. And then we got the side of her face here. I'm going to continue this one down a little bit, add some wave to that. If you want to add kind of at the bottom of her chin, that will be her neck.
The neck.
Kind of straight down in there. And then that'll be where her shoulder will kind of go down
The shoulder.
from there. All right, looking pretty good. I like it. What do you think, Leonardo?
Oh, that's so beautiful. I love it.
On the top of her shirt, which comes across on here, it kind of goes down and then over. And it kind of runs into her shoulder, or she has kind of some loose fabric on. So if you want to do kind of like an arch line and then
The
down,
neck is short.
kind of go all the way down here. This one can go, we're going to stop it right about there, because it's almost similar to my little Leonardo da Vinci here. He has a little kind of jacket or like a little cloth on here. So that's kind of the part that we're kind of making, is kind of right in here. Okay, on to the other side. The next side will have going to have this part kind of curvy line over here. This will kind of get really, really close. I'm going to add a little part to her shirt. Just some decorative pieces on here.
Nice
Couple lines.
decorations.
Gives kind of the illusion of fabric on there. I actually could do that same thing to her hair. Give it a couple of little curls. Give it some shape. Line over here, that's going to be her arm. We kind of have her arm set on this side and like the middle of her torso and body, and then I want another arm on this side to kind of even it out. So I'm going to have this line kind of come off in here, and I'm going to stop it right there because I want her hands kind of fold as they go in, so it's almost like to a triangle. I'm not going to do the hands part just to make it a little bit more simple for you guys, but I am going to add kind of the hint of a line or like a kind of sleeve over here with some folding of the jacket that she's wearing. Maybe another one over there. So a couple little lines.
Details help. That was very good.
And there we go. We got our Mona Lisa. I'm going to outline that in Sharpie real quick, so let's go through that.
And a black marker.
Oh, also, I had a little visitor tell me a fun little fact. What's that, he said? He actually just told me that the Mona Lisa was stolen from the Louvre. It is in the Louvre in Paris, France. It was stolen probably about 100 years ago. It is now behind kind of a gate or a wall there when you go see it, and it's always super, super busy. It's actually really, really small, but it is behind 3 layers of bulletproof glass, so it is very, very tight. Since this guy, of course, can't carry it with him all the time, which he used to carry it all the time with him, but he can't do that anymore, so now it is safe. I'll use crayons or colored pencils.
The crayons
to kinda
and
go
colored
through,
pencils.
after my Sharpie and pencil on there, but also don't forget about oil pastels. Oil pastels can be awesome
Oil
for doing
pastels.
something like this and blending, especially with the background. In class, sometimes I'll set these
Can type
on the
Mona
tables
Lisa
or have
color
kids have
sheet.
these printed out just so they have a little better idea of how to lay out everything before they start drawing, and you can see some of the similarities in that. But actually, for some of my younger kids, I actually have them work on their coloring skills with one of these actual sheets. I don't use coloring books and coloring sheets too much, but when you're trying to get basic kind of techniques, I think that these can really, really help, especially with colored pencils, doing over the colored pencils, whatever kind of colors that you choose, working even with my older kids on like some of the value and the shading with colored pencils. I think that gives it a really good technique and a really good skill to have. So that would be one option, but my favorite option of all is, like I said, oil pastels. So doing a background with oil pastels really, really adds to the background, and you can really blend some of those colors, especially in the background, doing a little sunset.
That
like
looks
and then
beautiful.
doing a lot of her like drapery and clothes and hair. It really, really helps even with the skin, getting some of those browns and lights and tans in there. Make it look really, really good. So that's what I'm going to do for this one. Switch it up a little bit. I know I kind of cheated on not doing a background on this one, but clearly I've spent some time doing a background on both of these. So then it'll give you a couple ideas on what you want to do for your final one. So decide how you want to turn this into something like these. And as always, I am Mr. Shooty. This is Mr. Shooty's art channel, and me and my main man, Leonardo, will talk to you guys later.
Bye-bye.